Action! Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, friends, family. Are you ready for the Day of Days? I'm Zach, an actor here in Chicago, joined by...
I'm Michael. I'm also an actor here in Chicago, and we are back watching Band of Brothers. That first episode was amazing, beautiful. We're sucked in.
Yeah, I mean, episode 2 is they're on their way to Normandy. Like, that's...
that ending shot of just them in the planes. And we, pan out from Winters, and we see the entire invasion. Pit in the stomach. I'm like nervous. I'm legitimately nervous to see how this plays out. I mean, obviously we have historical context for it, but I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, this is awesome. And as you guys know too, we have started a Patreon. So these episodes will be released once per week on YouTube, and they will be split up per episode of the show. However, if you are loving this content and you like hanging out with Michael and I, go to the Patreon because you will have access to our reactions for the full series all at once. How cool is that?
There's a description, or there's a link in the description down below.
And there's also a description in the description.
Yeah, and that description is of our sites and links to our Instagrams and whatnot. So if you want to follow us, see what we're up to on the acting side of things, when we're not reacting to incredible television shows or awesome cinematics or everything else that we react to here on YouTube, check that stuff out. And make sure to leave comments in the comment section down below. What was your experience watching the show? Did you watch it as it came out? Have you watched it since? What's your favorite part in the last episode? Don't spoil it. Anything too much.
So
it's been a couple of years. So
it's been a few.
Yeah. So make sure you put spoiler warnings in any comments.
Band of Brothers, man. I was joking around with Daniel and Mike that I think by the end of this, I have a feeling we're going to be blood brothers with all these characters by the end of this. You ready for D-Day? you ready for D-Day?
I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm here for it. Let's watch this.
All right, let's do it.
It's gonna be crazy. Still love these intros. I wonder how that would be watching this, because we got to see that documentary footage at the beginning of episode 1.
Yeah.
And if those guys watch this, like, I don't know if that would be like,
I wonder
emotional from an honoring perspective, or could it just be triggering? I mean, I imagine it could be, but also maybe, I don't know, that someone's willing to pay the respect to like the service that you.
In the door, I could see.
Wow.
I think that is one of the idea that we're about to watch. What we're about to watch, the Hollywood HBO version, but to get, especially now that we've watched the pilot and we know the characters now a little bit, and we know what they're about to get into, seeing the real people talk about it before that's weird. Yeah. It's weird in a very like different way.
I think what it seems to be doing, for me at least, is it just reminds you this is based on reality. This is a true story, and it just really drives that home. Like, obviously we're seeing a fictional retelling, but everything that happened is coming from the stories of these men who fought these battles, and that just kind of makes it that much more. It just hits home that much more, because it's not some fantastical battle of good versus evil. It is real, and these are real stories that we're diving into. The characters that we meet that don't make it are based on real people that didn't make it.
Right.
And there were a lot of them, you know.
That's kind of endearing right there.
Yeah.
That little smile from Winters.
Is that Simon Pegg? Hang in there, Simon. So is this before Dawn of the Dead? Or is that, which one is?
Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, way before. Yeah, Shaun of the Dead was 2004.
Okay, so it wasn't a couple years later.
Yeah.
Just maybe gave him the connections to do Shaun of the Dead.
Great movie, by the way.
Bit of a different
vibe.
Yeah. Getting close. Yeah, we've seen it. Oh, dude. Oof, oof. Get up, boys. Get up. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, go, 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 go. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What there's technically two groups of them, right? They're in two separate planes.
Yeah, I think
there's the
so.
one with
At
Winters,
least.
and then there's the one with the other.
With this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shot. They did that in the first one.
Yeah.
But I love that. When it's just like wild and that first person perspective.
Oh.
Oh no. Can you imagine like you're on the ground.
that
There's
sight,
no way home.
And then yeah, and then
Your only way home is through enemy lines. Like
so what was the plan about like where everybody else landed?
I think they land in the field and then they've got to group up
Okay, man.
so they can get into some sort of a position.
right to destroy the Germans at
That are holding like
holding some sort of position. Yeah.
Well, I was until I lost my radio on the jump. I'm sure I'll get chewed out for that. Well,
Isn't that funny? Isn't that like crazy how they just landed there in a battle zone, and that's so interesting to me. Like he's a radio man and he lost his radio, and his first thought is, I'm gonna get chewed out for that.
Yeah.
Like not oh my God, I'm in a war zone and I have nothing.
Yeah.
It's I'm gonna get chewed out for this. Like that's
Yeah. I'm sure it was all chaos. Like once you hit everything goes, like they're just trying to drop them. They want to get these guys out of the plane before the plane goes up.
Right.
So it's
right.
like, I don't know if we made the drop zone, but get out of this plane because it's going to blow up.
Right, clearly. Yeah. I mean,
So
God.
What a mess.
when we
Is
find
that
him,
the,
if we find him. So
That's
maybe I'll-
Winters.
yeah, no,
That's
the guy on the
Winters,
right,
and then
he looks like the guy who plays the priest in Fleabag. But it might not be.
Landmarks to get our bearings.
Oh, it might be.
Holy shit.
It might be.
I think it is.
Let us know in the comment section down below if you know that for sure, because I'm not going to pull up IMDb right now.
Lieutenant Winters? Is that you?
Don't go running across the water.
He's going to draw the map. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got a map.
The Germans flooded the fields inland. We don't clear those routes, our boys ain't going nowhere.
It's such a Mark Wahlberg walk. All the Wahlbergs have the same like walk. They didn't wait for the command.
What's that guy's problem?
Gonorrhea. His name, dummy. Garnier. Gonorrhea, get it?
Remember the how we were talking about being an extra on the last episode? The running up the hill. Just imagine being that guy.
Yeah.
Can you lay on the scarred gingerbread? Yeah.
Is that a paratrooper just stuck in the tree?
I didn't see.
You might see it here. Looks like
Well,
it,
yeah.
Oh. That's
Oh,
kind of
jeez.
Hey, he's got supplies on him though.
Just crazy, man. Like to think that you just didn't even make it. Like you didn't even touch the ground.
Where you from, son? Eugene, Oregon. Eugene? I'm from Astoria. Don't say. Yeah.
Hey, Malachi! Stop fraternizing with the enemy! Get over here!
What got you to Eugene?
I was born in Eugene.
That's interesting too. You never really see that.
And this here's Hall, Able Company. Known as Cowboy. From Texas. Manhattan.
There's Cowboy. You from Texas? Yeah, Manhattan.
I gotta run. I'll see you around. Yeah.
See you around.
He's gonna shoot them all.
Yep.
That's the impression I get with him. Yep.
The military hierarchy is so interesting to me too. Like how they keep track of all of it, who runs who, like what.
Yeah.
That's crazy. His eyebrows are a little weird to me. They're like very. Have you noticed?
Oh, I love them.
I mean, this was their only chance of flanking them.
Yeah,
They
fly
were just
over and drop.
screwed. They were just screwed
Yeah.
if those guns were just left to still fire on the beach.
It's really cool to see all the tactics at play, you know, and them like,
Actually, pointing it out and having us be a part of the tactical discussion, I think
Yeah.
is actually pretty cool.
and I mean, so much of that is like, cool, we have, someone said it looks like this. So then you got to get there and actually identify it and then
Identify
figure out what
the-
the plan is and do that like this, which again is where all those drills that we saw come into play in the last one. This is where you're glad that it's Winters and not Sobel over here. 'Cause,
Dear God.
He didn't know his right from his left, it
Yeah.
seemed.
There's a fence here.
Yeah, he would have charged Hi-Ho Silver away. And charged Maybe we should draw their fire away. Oh, dang.
Uh-oh.
That is ballsy. That is very ballsy. Okay, throw grenades. That was like.
Look at this handheld footage. It's like Blair Witch style.
Yeah.
He did. He got grenaded twice.
And he didn't die.
I know. How many grenades did that one guy have? Dude, he threw.
He threw like 3 of them.
Yeah.
He's got another. Mm-hmm. He ran out in the middle of the field to grab a
Yeah.
loader.
Dude, what a.
Oh, it's gonna get. If this
No
guy does not
way.
get shot,
No way.
What a lucky.
Also, if how guns are like how they can still hear, how they
Right.
still have a sense of sound, how nobody's been hit yet is just wild.
I
to me.
know. Fuck. Our cowboy. I think our cowboy got blasted.
This battle's really playing out in real time. Did you notice that too?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
We aren't having any jumps in
there's
time or
yep.
anything. It just is as it is. Yep, cowboy's gone. Oh.
What the hell is he doing?
They all got fucking. Yeah, why would you run out of the trench? I feel like that battle scene. It wasn't as like grand as, you know, like Saving Private Ryan, Saving Private Ryan,
Right,
or other,
right.
maybe some other battle scenes that we've seen, but it was so. Again, they're really focusing on like the individual stories. So to see Winter's perspective, to follow all this action, and I think be able to, for the most part, understand what's going on through chaos, shows credible, the writing being clear, but also how it's shot. And they're telling a really clear story in a really long battle sequence.
I wonder how many days of filming that battle was.
Probably a week.
At least.
Yeah.
I would think.
Good? Doing good? What do you know about cooking? You're Irish. Sir, if you have
They're-
reservations someplace else, just start
Cooking in a rounds canister.
A whole new meaning to a hot boxing as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. I mean, imagine being Winters right now and all of a sudden, like, yo, you're in charge of all these men now, dude.
He's a good man. Man. Not even old enough to buy a beer.
He was a priest, actually.
I'm gonna miss that priest from Fleabag. His name's Dick Winters.
Actually,
Thought
it's-
that needed to be stated. I actually think it's a pretty good name for.
well, you got definitely better than Dick Spring and Dick Summer. Dick Fall. Don't even get me started on Mr. Fall. It's a really good ending shot, actually.
Yeah.
Lorraine, he was the one who got
Was awarded Lieutenant Richard Winters.
Lorraine was the one who got his ass shot, wasn't it?
So
This
that's
is awesome. That whole battle scene and sequence was far from like cinematic. It was far from like you would watch that and go, oh my God, that was so beautifully shot. So I think that that if it wasn't like genuine to the actual strategy and how that fight actually would have played out, they would have shot that completely differently.
I mean, that whole sequence was incredible, but even like the little things of like showing Lieutenant Winters versus the other lieutenant who charged his guys in there, hi-ho Silver away,
Right.
without being in the trenches, and got all of his guys shot to shit. And Winters is like very much like making sure his guys are doing the right thing, you know? And it's like the little things of like, what can keep you alive, keeping your head down. That to me is what's really cool about this show, is we have this record of what happened, so they can recreate this stuff.
Yeah.
And again, which pulls it back to like in the intros with the documentaries, and it just seals that home of like, this is really happening. Can we have a moment of silence and just salute our boy,
Hall,
the priest from
Fleabag. But I'm glad that we had an eyebrow transformation, because they were distracting to me, honestly. They were
They're so good.
They were like too tailored for me.
Oh, his eyebrows are great, especially when he plays. He's in Doctor Who too. So any Doctor Who fans out there, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, all in all, excited for episode 3 and to continue the journey. It's assumed that they have made it past D-Day, so they're moving on to D-Day +1. That'll be next time.
And we'll see you next time on Chicago Reacts.
Yeehaw, partner.